back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode we started our journey into the Cave of Bahamut, and we met the first of the mini-bosses, the Behemoth, the first of three. We're going to take this one out the same way we did the first one. Just cast Blink on our characters. Nell will cast Image on herself. And once we have the Blink and Image up on our characters, then we can start attacking with Nell and Rupes. We don't really want to attack with anybody else because the Behemoth just basically counterattacks every time you hit it. That's why the Blink is so important to put up, because it makes the first two physical attacks miss. Obviously you want to get Blink on Rupes and FuSoYa first, because they're in the front row. Having Georgie parry each turn means that if she gets targeted, the Behemoth's only doing like 1 damage to her, because she's in the back row and parrying. But still, just to be safe in case the Behemoth can get a critical, we still want to eventually put the Image on the Blink spell on her, but she's like the last priority. Unfortunately, she's can't do much in this fight because the Behemoth counters magic with the Storm ability, and that is basically weakness on every single one of your characters. So it pulls them all down to single-digit hit points. And you're not going to survive too long against the Behemoth with that, so we just take it nice and slow. Use a little bit of shurikens there from Nell through them. Kind of expendable. You can also throw certain swords and knives. Not everyone, but quite a few you can. But I mean, they just sold them, so they didn't need any more. And we have one more Behemoth to fight. Over on, there's going to be a single bridge tile over to the left. And that's where we'll fight the last one. And this one I'm going to go a little bit more hardcore just to try some other things out. I'll actually use that berserking strategy on Rupes. That way Rupes will hit more often, hit harder, but like I said, that runs the risk of drawing more counterattacks from the Behemoth, and if you don't have the Image up on a certain character, it could potentially get wiped out. So the one who you don't really worry too much about is FuSoYa, because he can't, like I said, once again, he can't use his black magic just like Georgie can't use her black magic. But at least FuSoYa can help with the blinking and captures and healing. But Lily got taken out there. I was about to blink her. Yeah, that was a bad thing. Like the Rupes was attacking and got that counter, the Behemoth counterattack before FuSoYa could get that blink on Lily. But the Behemoth is really slow. Don't usually attack. It takes so long to attack regularly. Its main problem is the counterattacks. Well, let's put her back on her feet here. And we won't be able to get the summon Bahamut here because we didn't defeat Leviathan. So he's going to give us a different dialogue. What do you need? Oh, you're a half. You haven't been accepted by the king. Please leave. If we were accepted by the king, then he would say like, hey, you want to challenge me? And we could challenge him, and he would be basically the ultimate summon. The good time to challenge him is actually now when you have FuSoYa in your party. Because remember that what the book in the library in the Land of Summoned Monsters said, that Bahamut could only be defeated by reflecting his magic back at him. Basically what Bahamut does is he counts down from 5. You basically have 5 turns to set up a defense on yourself. And that means putting up the wall spell on all your characters. That way when Bahamut reaches 0, he shoots a Mega Flare, and it will reflect off of all the walls bounce back hit him, do massive damage to him. Add that with the damage you normally do while you're waiting those 5 turns, and that usually takes him out. If you don't take him out, then he just repeats the pattern again. You have to re-put up your walls, because the walls don't last that long. But we'll come back and fight him later. But for now, we're heading back to the Earth. We're going to land near the Tower of Babil, because FuSoYa said that he could remove the barrier from the tower. But something's shaking here. Georgie is screaming, "The Tower of Babil! We're late." That one guy said, what? The Giant of Babil will appear. That one guy in the Cave of Bahamut said that you're a half. He was referring to Rupes, because we learned in the last episode that Rupes' father, FuSoYa, is the brother of FuSoYa, and he apparently came down to Earth. He taught people how to build airships, he built the Serpent Road, and he decided to live out the rest of his life on Earth. He had 2 sons. One of them is Rupes. Who is the other one? We'll find out eventually, but not in this episode. I remember the first time I got to this part, it was right before, it was on Christmas holiday, and I just landed here, and this scene is so great, because basically, like, all your old allies come back, and basically take on the Giant of Babil, so, can't we do anything more? What's that? And I was just like so excited. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen here," you know. And then my mom was like, "Shut the Nintendo off. We gotta go visit your cousin." I was like, "No." Here we are. We dwarves shall fight for Mother Earth. The dwarves have come up from the underground. And they're gonna take on the giant. This is where we see that Yang survived if you didn't do the side quest. I was like, "Wait, Yang's alive?" Because the first time I played the game, I didn't do all the side quests. I didn't know about them all. And the dwarfs are not alone, because here comes the airships from Baron. Watch out, here I come. And we got Sid back. We knew he was alive, because even if he didn't do any side quests, he puts the drill on the Falcon to get you out, so you know he's around. But we also find out that Pal and Paul are back. Hey, long time no see. Our elder removed our petrification. This war is not yours alone. It involves all the creatures of the earth, on the earth. Edward and the clerics from Troy are here. Rupes, let me show you the courage you've taught me. So we've got like the great music in the background going, and just everybody just uniting to against this common threat, the Giant of Babil. And Zemus, the Lunarian who wants to take over the world, basically thought that, you know, it was going to be easy once he summoned the giant, but with all this resistance, the giant is intimidated. FuSoYa says, now we must get inside the Giant of Babil and destroy his control system. I see, so we destroy his core. Yeah, so Final Fantasy is becoming a Gradius game. Those games are famous when you reach a boss. They always have this glowing orb on them, and the game says, like, destroy the core. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little Gradius here and destroy the core, but we won't be dodging a whole bunch of lasers and bullets and stuff like in Gradius. Instead, we'll just be fighting random encounters inside the giant. Now hold on. And Sid is going to use his expertise at piloting the airship, and he's going to take us over the giant's mouth. He's going to drop us in there. And of course, remember, falls don't hurt in Final Fantasy, so Luke, we land here in the giant's mouth. We don't know it's the giant's mouth, but if we go down, every time you go into a new area, it tells you where it is. So here we're in the neck now, but if we head up, this is right here, mouth. So we're going to make our way through the giant and basically try to find its core and then destroy it. We'll have to shoot a proton torpedo in its exhaust port. The exhaust port is only 2 meters wide, so it could be trouble. All the enemies here are weak to lightning, so we're going to have Nell equip the Thunder Claw, and you'll know she'll do a ton of damage. Basically one-shot a lot of things. FuSoYa and Georgie can use their Lit 2 spells, or Lit 3 if you really want to take something out in one turn. We're going to equip Lily with the Lit arrows. You'll notice that her damage is going to go up a lot. She's going to basically like almost triple her damage. She was doing like 400 there with the mute arrows. Now she's doing like 1200. So if there's a lot of enemies, you can have Georgie summon Indra. That's the lightning summon. You can also have Nell use her Blitz spell. Now there are some enemies in here when they're hit by, they're called machine enemies, and we're going to run into them shortly. If they're hit by lightning, sometimes they get confused. So that's something you can do. You can hit the machines with a lightning spell, and there's a chance that they'll become confused and start attacking, their fellow monsters. So let's see if Indra can do it. Now, the Searcher monster there in the back, we run into monsters similar to that in the Tower of Babel. Basically, if there's no other monsters on the screen, the Searcher will summon another monster to help it out. If there are other monsters on the screen, the Searcher will counter any hit with the beam attack there. So sometimes you want to farm the Searcher because it can summon it can summon some pretty powerful monsters. Basically, you can summon all the monsters in here. And the one monster you kind of really wanted to summon, because it's worth a lot of experience, is the Machine Dragon. An easy way to get that monster. But this one just summoned a Horseman. And I guess he's a robotic Horseman, because he's weak against lightning, too. So, that's why you see Lily doing so much damage with those Lit arrows. And Nell basically one-shotting it. We take that one out. There's another similar last arm enemy in a treasure chest. Would have behaved very similarly, but we'll get that later. So now here's finally the stats for the Horseman. Yeah, it took a while, but like I said, enemies, like I said, as long as you're exploiting their elemental weaknesses, they're not too bad in this area. The one, like I said, you really have to watch out for is just the Machine Dragon. I don't really have too many ways to deal with it. But luckily that dragon is susceptible to the weak spell. So you can have FuSoYa hit it with a weak spell, and then you can finish off with just one hit. That's why it's sometimes good that if you get one of those Searchers that summons one of those dragons, because you can hit the Searcher, it summons a dragon, weak the dragon, defeat it in one hit, have the Searcher summon one again, and that way you can gain quite a bit of experience. And dragons will tend to be worth a lot of experience, so. There's also a glitch you can use, a life glitch. That can, it's good for when you're farming, and I'll show that glitch off when I'm trying to show off farming for the pink tails. You get the ultimate armor, the admin armor. But basically what you do is, you can cast a life spell on an enemy before it's defeated. Right before it's defeated, and then if a character defeats the enemy, then the next person who uses a life spell or a life potion will revive that enemy, but it'll just come back to life and then die, and you'll get double experience. And you can keep doing that. You can do it with life 2 too, and that brings the monster back to full health, and that's a good way to farm those pink puffs, the ones that drop the pink tail, that you can use to summon to get the adamant armor from the tail collector. That's the only way I managed to ever get the pink tail. Basically, I was farming these pink puffs because they're really hard to encounter. They're a 1 in 64 encounter in this one room. They're only in one room in the game. And then you gotta figure a 1 in 64 counter, and then each one has a 1 in 64 chance of dropping something, and it's only a 1 in 256 chance that the thing they drop is the pink tail. So you can use this glitch to basically fight a whole bunch of them in one battle, having them over and over and over and over again. So I usually count it to 100, 128 actually. And then that was like basically half the drop rate, one of 256. Hope I get it. And if I didn't, well then I just have to try it again. So another new enemy. It's a palette swap of that red giant that we fought on the moon. A little weaker than the red giant, but it has the same drops as the red giant, so it could potentially be a good place to farm for that rune axe. Unlike the red giant, though, this guy isn't weak to the weak spell, but he is weak to the stop spell, so you can use that to freeze him for a few turns. Or you can just go out all offensively and hit him with some lightning spells. So, Georgie did half the damage, half its hit points and damage with 3 spells. So now I skipped the treasure chest over there because it's a monster chest. I'll get it on the after this, but I just wanted to reach the save point here before the video got too long. So we'll end up picking that chest up in the next episode, because we don't have too much more to go here in the Giant of Babil, so we'll definitely complete it in the next episode. I'm just using some tents here because I'll end up healing up again and just saving the cabins. We have more than enough cabins probably to get us through the rest of the game, but I might as well use the tents because technically we don't need to heal fully here. And you'll see why in the next episode. So take care. I hope to see you in that episode where we finish up the Giant of Babil and destroy the core. Take care. Have a good one. Have a good day. Bye.